What, that refresher?
Gentlemen, happy to see y'all. Yeah,
What?
we can tell you made a mad dash here. Yeah. You got here right on time. Absolutely. You were early. You were prompt. Yeah. Bring
Good
it
to
in.
see you.
Good to see you,
Good to
man.
see you.
Bring
Got
it
your
in.
nice outfit on. You
Me?
matching your
Yeah,
boots
I
and
mean, I
whatnot.
just a little something, something little.
That light a little warm. Look. That's warm light you got going on there.
What warm you talking about?
I look warm.
You look
Oh, that
warm.
look good. That look good.
Okay.
All right.
Have you ever been sitting here waiting for your child to pull up? Because you're trying to teach them time management. And obviously they're not getting the point. So I want you guys to welcome you guys to another episode of the Family Dynamics that happened to start 2 hours later. So in the studio we have my brother Christopher
Yo, yo, yo.
and we have Cameron William Xavier Mays.
Absolutely. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Happy to see y'all.
Willie X.
Absolutely.
In
Oh,
the building.
we don't go by that no more, man.
Hold on. That's you
Man, they
forever.
don't need to know about all that.
That's
You
you
know,
forever.
What are we going by?
it depends where I'm at. So, to the professional world, it's Cameron, and my creative world is Mason.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So would you like to share why you were late?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was recording, so once you record, you gotta understand that you gotta live twice. So I was living twice, almost three times, trying to get that perfect angle to make it work with where I'm at right now. That makes sense?
No, because we were sitting here for 2 hours trying to get one angle.
I
We
understand.
were just trying to live one time.
I understand.
You
that.
trying to live twice.
Three times actually.
So I, I know you asked your uncle what was some advice that you can give. What did he ask you?
Uh, what is the one? What is one of the biggest lessons I learned as a man?
So one of the I'm gonna give you a lesson. Time management is very important as a man. Keeping your word. We discussed a certain time, and you weren't here, so that's one thing I can give and bestow to you, young man.
I would take that. I would take that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So I'm glad. Ownership is the next one. Yeah,
Accountability. There we go.
accountability. Yeah, I appreciate that.
It was an accident. You know, I come from Indiana, but
Come from Indiana.
that's quite all right.
Okay.
I didn't turn the mic on, but it's okay.
You didn't.
You see that button right there? Hold that button.
Oh,
Nah, I
my
work.
God.
Nah, I work for you.
Now you, man, look.
Just grab it gently. That's at the
So actually, so you have been in this content creation game, and this content creation, like you got this fixed for content. So what is your goal with this content, sir?
my goal is to tell my story. So
Tell your story.
yeah, tell my
Okay.
story.
Okay.
Hold it.
Tell your story now. Now he's your
You guys are my media team. We're gonna make it together.
oh, okay.
Nah, I'm your assistant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I'm good.
Your invoice in the mail. Believe that.
Oh no.
So check it out. We had just put together a trip that's gonna be coming up, and I'm extremely excited about it because we got potentially we're gonna have everybody on the same in the same room.
Yeah.
You talking about all three of my kids? We got uncles, nieces, like we gonna have nephews. Like hopefully my your granddaddy, our daddy show up, and it's gonna be like dope. Like this is something that hadn't happened before. So when it comes to like, believe it or not, like I love family because that's something that my brother and I has experienced in the dysfunction of it. So now we older and we able to create our own dynamic. Like I think is is pretty dope. What y'all think about it?
Uh, I think it's gonna be pretty good. It hasn't been a situation since almost you got married. We had everybody in
Yeah.
the same quarters of being. Did a lot of growing. Everybody did a lot of growing. A lot of things changed. So I'm excited to see what comes out of that.
And this is the first time y'all gonna be like, we're gonna be on the trip where y'all adults, so like the experience is gonna be different.
Yeah, ain't no chaperone and nothing like
No.
that. You got to be in the room by a certain time.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, it's gonna be one of those for the books.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Cause like when we were younger, we used to get together a lot as cousins. Like when one had a birthday, we always there. When another had a birthday, we always there. But as we got older,
Yeah,
we got distant from that.
yeah,
And I mean, the one thing I want is for my kids, your kids, to have that bond.
yeah.
So this is it's gonna be a good step towards making it possible
So
or starting that.
but do it like now. Do it feel foreign to you to not have that? Like we used to be like at auntie crib and all of the cousins together at grandma crib all of the time. So is it like foreign to you now to see like we don't have that?
Yeah, it is kind of foreign because, like I said, we grew up used to that, and then it just kind of got away from that. You know, now everybody's spaced out, and I wish we can get back to that. And but like my wife's family, kind of like that.
Yeah,
So you know, I get kind of jealous a little bit, like they get together like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, go to the grandma house for dinner. You know, they go to parties together, dinners together, and we ain't really got that no more. So,
But you know, we the uncles and the uncles and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We them now. So like now we got to create that.
Y'all the barbecue cookers now.
I mean that's cool. I mean that's cool, but we just need to get back to doing it, cause I mean we got so many cousins that my kids don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, like I went to a basketball game Friday with Raymond, and I'm telling Cassidy, my youngest, like that's your cousin, and that's your cousin, and that's I grew up with him, and she looking like, hmm? So you know, I want them to, know each other.
yeah, yeah. And what's crazy is that's immediate family that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you know how you go to the barbecues and your mom or your daddy or your grandma introduce you to somebody like I don't know these people.
Yeah.
Like oh yeah, I'm your distant cousin. Like I don't know these people.
you say I ain't seen you since you was a baby. Like,
Me? You seen me?
yeah, like ooh, you got so big. I mean,
But I'm actually glad that you're excited about because in the minutia and the rigmarole of life, like y'all be having a lot of stuff going on. So I I don't know if this something y'all want to do.
Yeah, look, I'm there. Passport got released. I'm there.
Yeah, that's the good thing. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta renew mine, so I definitely want to get to that. But I'm definitely excited about going my first cruise. My whole family's first cruise. We nervous about it, but excited about it at the same time. So
Man, don't be nervous, man. Don't be nervous. Like it's fun. Like it's super fun. And like I told you before, we actually went on this same cruise. So we experiencing this will be our second time experiencing it. So it's gonna be a dope experience, man. Super dope. What do you like you are like the adjacent generation. Like how do you view family now? And like what how do you want it to be?
That's a good question. How do I view family? Uh, Family is something different. I got a different viewpoint on family. So blood don't make you family. It don't. It's who with you in your circle. Like now it's let me break it down. Now people that's closest to you will hurt you more than people that's away from you. So like I can't even like harp on all we family. He'll never do that to me. So I view family as people that's with you, check up on you every day. Not every day, often. It's a lot that changed since you guys are coming up. it's hard to call people family, and it's a touchy subject. I still don't even got the a full wrap around what family is, but my close friends, like I only got 3 of them, consider them family. Like I don't have anybody outside of that. You guys, my family. I've been through that since all my ups, downs, left, rights, turnarounds. But family is something I'm still working on, trying to figure that out every
And
day.
you know what? I can agree with you on that. When it comes like family is more like what you create. Because I say this all the time. I didn't get a chance. I didn't get an opportunity to choose none of my cousins, aunties, and none of that.
Right.
I came in the world, opened my eyes as a baby, everybody, and then boom, this your cousin, this your auntie. And so we give passes to people when they wrong us because they family.
right.
But I didn't get to choose you being my auntie or my cousin or any of that.
So what makes you different from the next person?
What makes you different from the next person? Just proximity. The word family, familiar. The word family, familiar. I'm just familiar with you, but I don't really know. So it's like now, like what you saying, the only way we can combat that thought is to be intentional about family. The only reason why you and your friends, your 3 friends you was talking about, or us, you feel that is because we intentional. We sat here, we made a time we're gonna be here. When we talked, we had the ups and downs, and I told you, I don't want to be no fair weather dad. He don't want to be no fair weather uncle. When you doing good, I want to be there. When I'm doing good, when I'm doing bad, I want my brother to be there, and I'll be like, man, you messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's family to me. But in how I've been growing up, it's like now it's like kind of family watered down. It's like, oh, I've been knowing you for years. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't get to choose you though.
Right.
So now you, so now you get to disrespect me, or you get to do whatever you want to do, and it's like I got to give you a pass.
I just gotta eat it.
No, that's ain't gonna work for me. Like at least when you go out and make your family, you get to choose who with you or who not with you. Family is like this is like a preset. This is what you got.
Right.
So like, just like it was a saying, where you started, not where you finish at.
Yeah.
So a lot of people in family like I can't even tell you like where half of them at. Other than my immediate circle, I can't tell you where half of them at. Mom and dad, so I can't keep track majority of anything got going on. It's not in my immediate circle. I love you from a distance, but I don't got that type of tab or track on you. Like,
Yeah, you can't take everybody with you.
nah, you can't take nobody with you. I just
Everybody
learned
can't
that.
go with you on your journey. It's just how it is, family or not.
Yeah, I definitely just learned that too. Like everybody ain't meant to be with you. Some people are here with you for a lesson. Some people here with you to show you what is and what ain't. So a lot of valuable lessons coming into my mid-20s for sure.
But like like I was just explaining, like we the uncles that do the events. We the uncles that back then when we had to like we was going to grandmama house or going to uncle house or going to auntie house, we got to set that. That's why this trip that we gonna be doing in the beginning of the year is us being intentional and saying, this what we planning. Y'all want to come and be involved with it. Now, I think that, yeah, we need to do more stuff in the intermediate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not, yeah, we got something planned, you know, that's a little bit more elaborate than just going it. But I think we need to do more, be more intentional in the monthly thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, I'm down with that. It just it just depends. Like, you let me know in advance I'm there. You gave us a year in advance for a cruise. I'm already there. Right. Let me check my schedule from a year from now.
I ain't even had to check. I already knew. Like, look at my wife, like, woo, woo. Like, we there. I'm taking the days. It don't even matter. I ain't even got no days. I'm taking them.
That's how that works.
That's how it's going to work.
He said, prepare the others.
Prepare the others. Get them ready.
You know, I work too hard. So,
So this cruise. You scared of water? No, I'm not scared of water. I done been on several cruises before this one. Now, I'm not an Olympic swimmer.
Me either.
But There is nothing that says that we're going to be getting immersed in water at any time.
Yeah. It's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water, man.
If you jump off into that deep blue,
That's where you wanted to be at, huh?
yeah,
That's your choice. That's
that is definitely your choice.
okay. Never had no issues with the cruise.
Never.
No seasick, no scurvy, none of
Nope.
that.
Nope.
But they got stuff you can put just in case, like
Yeah,
put a
I-
patch or whatever.
Yeah, we've had Dramamine and I've had the patch, or you can take like some Dramamine and stuff like that. But you won't be you won't. I can't say that because y'all never cruise, but to me, you don't even know you're on the boat until you look out.
That's smooth, huh?
It's smooth, bro. It's smooth.
All you can eat.
All you can eat.
I seen they had an alcohol package on there.
They do. They do.
I don't drink, but I may have to get that.
When you're on vacation, enjoy your
It's gonna be
cocktail.
warm out there. It's gonna be warm.
Statistically, it was like 86 degrees in January.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it'll be better than whatever is here
In January,
in January.
end of
January.
December, yeah.
That's I'm there.
Compared to outside, I'm ready to go right now.
I'm with that. What do you guys think we can do in the interim to help facilitate a more inclusive family experience? Like, cause everybody, like even like with marriage, like everybody got their idea of family. Everybody got the idea of marriage. You're not married, but when you find you a young lady, she gonna have her own idea of what marriage look like.
Right.
And as you grow, we start to look at what family looks like to us, but the memo don't get sent out to everybody or nobody for that matter. So what ends up happening, the distance happens because everybody's getting different information about family and we go on our separate ways rather than creating a more of a situation where we communicate like, I don't like when we do this. I know we've been doing X, whatever X is for so many years, but I don't like that we do it that way. I would like it to be like this. And then we come up with an agreement to say, okay, I like this, or I don't like it. Or I don't like that. You know, you got some people, family members that get belligerent when they indulge in alcohol or any type of drugs. And then you kind of like, what you do is you start to like account for that. Like, oh man, that's just Uncle so-and-so. He get drunk,
Yeah.
man. But
You know, that pass again.
that pass. Instead of communicating like, man, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
When you come here, we need you sober, in your right mind. My biggest thing, especially in our family, is the family secrets.
Mm.
The family secrets. The one thing I've tried to do, what I've done throughout my parenting, is to be almost brutally honest.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. Yeah, definitely brutally honest.
Yeah, you succeeded in that.
Yeah, we gonna give you that trophy right now. We're gonna give you that. I can't even lie to you. I'm gonna go ahead and hand you that award right now.
But how does that make you feel?
Now or when it first happened?
Both. But give me both.
When it first happened, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't. It was when I was, mind you, I'm younger, so it's like, man, why he being like, man, the assault, you gotta give it to me sandpaper and grit. So I don't even want this. So now it's like, oh, okay, yeah, because I'm dealing with uncovering the real now. I'm dealing with that to this day, like uncovering the real. So now it hurts more as an adult. Got to deal with that more than me just taking it as I was younger, already as it is. So it's like rip the Band-Aid off. Now I'm pulling off scabs and doing surgery on a situation that could have already been healed from. It's like looking under the bed. Like I'll click the whole crib. I'm not looking under the bed. Now this will be looking at. So like, I appreciate you now, but I'm gonna let you know. Before, I didn't too much like it. I really couldn't stand it, honestly. I thought you was just being an ass, you would say. So I thought it was one of those. Like, so now I definitely appreciate it.
I mean, I appreciate you saying that because I knew that's how you was gonna feel, and I know that people don't like that I'm brutally honest because I know how I feel when I'm left out of pertinent information.
Man, you don't
Me,
care.
I personally love it. I never had a problem with it because I mean you my big brother. You always been my big brother. I always looked up to you. So I always wanted your personal opinion. That's why I call you because I know you talk to some people they gonna tell you what you want to hear. I know if I call you, well, whatever situation, you gonna tell me like, yeah, that's cool. No, you was wrong. You should have said it like this. Your idea was right, but you said it wrong. Or you tell me like, yeah, man, you was right. I understand how you feel, and you give it to me straight. Like, because as a man, you don't. I mean, sometimes we don't need to hear what we want to hear. You need the truth,
Hmm.
and you give me the truth, and I don't feel no way about it. That's why I called you for it. You tell me like, nah, Joe, you dead wrong. You dead wrong. And I might be on the phone like, man, but that's what I needed, and I appreciate it. And I thank you for it.
No, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I just so I'm your big brother, but then I don't have a big brother.
Right.
So any information that I need, I got to either pay for it or humble myself and be vulnerable and transparent to another male to say and trust that this person got my best interest at heart based on what I'm telling them. So y'all two can trust that dad, bruh, that my brother got my best interest at heart. And in most cases, it stays between us.
Right.
Because if I hurt y'all, then I'm just really spiting myself. So I'm saying it to say I don't have that person above me and I have to seek that out, meaning I have to go to counseling or therapy. Like I got therapy every Tuesday. So I got to do that so that when issues is presented themselves to y'all, then I can say, man, bro, man, son, this is what I learned. And this is not right. We shouldn't be acting this way. We shouldn't project this way. We shouldn't speak this way. Like I got to give, but I had to go like seek out that information. When
Right.
But I give it to you freely. Like, man, I'm dealing with this, and I'll be like, I dealt with that. Let me tell you, you bogus, you wrong, or you good.
Yeah,
I-
you used to tell me when we used to ride in the truck, it was a saying, I've been through it, so you wouldn't have to do it after me.
Bingo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Again, when you told me, I'm like, man, you just want to, like, I used to call them truck talks. Like, you made sure when we was riding to Wisconsin or riding to where we was going, I used to hop in the car, man, he finna talk my ear off today, man. He finna, he finna let me have it, y'all. I'd be like, man, what do you, growing up, like, you had cues. So it's like, when the music go down and you, there, here it come.
Let me ask you
Here, let
something.
me, oh, here go. Hey, man.
Mhm.
It's a pause. It's like you got to get ready for you for to say, see, hey man. So now your mind racing like, man, what I done did, what I ain't do, and it go with the just me and you. You can tell me. I be like, man, I don't want to tell you nothing, man. Yeah, whatever you think I did at this point. And then you hit me with, it, I'm like, I want to go to bed, man. It's like I want to go to bed, man. I'm talking about when I was first receiving it, I did not want it at all. Like when I was first receiving it, but now going back in the files, yeah, man, you was right, man. You was right. But I feel bad for you because you was screaming to you was blue in the face, like, why won't you listen to me? I'm like, man, now it's like I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have listened because some things I didn't went through or the decisions I made 19, 18, 21, 20 could have been avoided or done a little bit differently had I would have listened or stayed to the course of what you're trying to say. So that's one thing I definitely have to learn. Accountability is my thing right now. So I'm being brutally honest with you right now.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, and just because I give you advice or I give you advice, I don't expect. Well, initially I expect like, man, just listen to what I'm saying at least take my advice. But I have that small thing like Chris or Cameron may not take my advice.
Yeah.
So that's where it goes back to I'm not a fair weather brother or a fair weather father. So I have that buffer like, man, this nigga ain't gonna say he ain't gonna say
That be in the back of your mind at all times. I did it recently, very recently. You know, I understand you. I'm sorry.
man, most stuff that I talk to y'all about, I actually messed up on.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they don't want you to be right. You're like, man, you tell us something, you be like, nah, man, I don't want it to go like that. And then it go like that, and you be like,
You be giving us the worst of the worst. I'm like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. I'm finna tell you what's gonna happen now.
mm-hmm.
And you will say something off the wall. I'll be like, that ain't right. That was back then. A few days later, ring, ring. It's exactly, if not worse, than how you gave it to us. So it's like, all right, okay. You ain't have to be right, man. You because it's worse than when you know what they told you something, and then they come like that. Man, I don't even want to talk no more because
You don't never want to hear that. I tried to tell you.
now we got to deal with that.
I tried to tell you.
I told you, brother.
I hate to tell you, I told you so, but
I ain't
told
want,
you so.
I'm sorry you went through that, but so yeah, no, I definitely appreciate it. This helps me. This right here helps me.
Okay.
I haven't been so open with how I felt about things. This is like the most open I've been since being alive. So this right here helped me. Everything you've done from adolescent years to now, like nothing you said went at the time. It went through one ear and out the other, but I went back and go grab it. So everything you said resonates now. Now that I'm being older and I'm an adult, it makes perfect sense. But you ain't gotta be right all the time, man. Like,
I mean, I don't. My initial is not to be right. It's just to give you, like, if I can give you a head start on the thought process of something to make you better. Like that's my goal. It's not like I want to just actually be right. I want if he bring me an issue that he thinking about or he making a decision about, I'm like, man, think of it this way. That way you have two ways of looking at it.
right.
Versus like like whether let's say if it's some conversation with your lady or you going to that store and buy something, you like, man, he told me to watch out for this. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Amazon reviews when you look at a product,
Exactly.
you read the reviews and you be like, it ain't too good. Maybe I'm gonna try my luck.
Yeah.
You get it, it's exactly what they said it was.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
Some of the times you can't even return it. So
Yeah.
I get that for sure. I really appreciate you for that, man.
But what I'm gonna tell y'all though, on both of y'all, like I admire my brother and I tell him this all the time. I tell you all the time, you did it the right way. You waited till you got married and you had your first kid. You took on, your family. She had kids already, and you did that, and you like. So in some lights, some things I didn't have to say. You watch what I was going through. Was like, no, I don't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna do it this way. So I admire that you did it the right way. It's on your point. I admire the fact that you did go finish and execute going to school and finishing that. Bro, I didn't go. I went to trade school, but to go through a 4-year curriculum and to finish it and whatever you got from it, the degree from it, you got it.
That's tough.
I didn't do that. You 25, about to be 26 this year. You ain't got no kids.
No, I ain't got no kids, man.
So in essence, both of y'all beat the statistic of what y'all seen before you.
Right. Yeah.
So y'all got to get y'all. I give y'all rounds of applause all the time.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate that for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But around your age and like I've had all these type of criminal cases and all of that. You know, I've had a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just that, just character, integrity in other people's eyesight, reputation,
Right.
ruined because of decisions I made. You know what I'm saying? And both of y'all don't have at the extent that, like, I was perpetuating garbage. Now you may have had a stint where you had issues, but I'm talking about, you talking about a person who was a perpetuator of drama and garbage. Y'all don't got that. And whether it's been something I said, did, or the, you know, how I tried to change the tide, I applaud both of y'all.
You know, I thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? So, my goal is in, like, I'm not a perfect guy.
Right.
I'm not like a saint, but I seen like the effects of influence. And I say, like, man, you spend a lot of time doing it this way, Kev. Like, you got people that really look up to you. Whether it's your son, whether it's your brother, like, you got to do something different. And because y'all go, like, here it is. Somebody gonna give y'all some information. You're gonna look to it somewhere, and somebody gonna not care about the information that they giving y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, not a lot of people don't care that if your marriage thrive or not. A lot of people ain't gonna care if Cameron is thriving in whatever area. So I want, when you do have an issue or you do got a problem, that I'm distilling information that can help you rather than harm you. So I had to make some changes in myself.
Makes sense.
And then what that does, that helps Cassidy, Kalia, Kamari, because everything rolls downhill. That helps your decision making and the type of woman you choose, and what you deal with in the corporate world. You like, okay, my dad told me how to deal with these people. Like, I'm at work. What they say to me, or I should be grabbing every ounce of information from this situation, so that I'm building me a skill set.
So you don't mind being that person that got to experience everything first.
No, because I used to be resentful.
Right.
I used to be resentful because I'm like, man, why I got to be first? But then that's like, why not? Because somebody, you first as in some arena,
Right.
you gonna have a kid, and they gonna be like, man, Dad, you had trouble with the law, so now you gonna distill that to your son or your daughter, and they gonna be like, dang, Dad, you did that for you, and you be like, no. So then now it rolls downhill. So now it gets lessened from what I was doing, perpetuating. You had an experience, so now your kid, my grandkid, may not even have to deal with that now.
So you change your view on it, because now
Right.
if I looking at it, my first thought would be like, man, I wish I had somebody that to give me the game I'm giving to somebody else.
Exactly.
Like, you don't got nobody to look up to, like,
Nah.
before you. So like, you don't feel no type of like backlash, anything like that, because you have to figure it out first. Like, nothing like this. You using a different type of outlook on it. My first look, I'd be like, man, you guys don't understand that I got to do this first, and you guys get the better end of it. So, just to be honest to that point, how do you deal with that?
I just recognize my position and my responsibility. One, to me being your father and me being a brother, like, to know when my brother is dealing with an issue that either I overcame, mastered, and I won't distill good information to him.
Right.
Like, shame on me. If I know that you have something, you dealing with something or dealt with something that you could win at, and I'm not gonna tell you how to win, shame on me. I'm spiting my face. the truth is, most of the time, people reference the people before you when you doing something out of character. Think about this. You go out there and you get this, you slapping girls around, or you being a male chauvinist, or you on the job just spazzing out. They say he must not have been taught. You know what I'm saying? You most of the time, if you see somebody doing something and they being reckless, you don't never see like the sister and the brother like polar opposites. It's some remnants of that in that family.
Mhm.
And that's what they reference it. Like they always say, like you marrying that family. You see what I'm saying? So they'd be like, man, yeah, like we look at our uncles, like all of them had a similar trait of interest when it came to crime.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like one person was like, I'm not doing that. No, all of y'all go, you know what I'm saying, falling out. You are who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? What entertains you, trains you.
Mm.
Okay, I like that.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm right now with that.
That's a bar.
Yeah. What entertains you, trains you. Meaning that if I'm closest to you, I'm your entertainment right now. And I'm training you how to be with your wife. I'm training you how to be as a son or a brother. So now when you get kids, now you like, oh, okay, it's to the death of this. It's I can't lead this situation, or I have to be a leader in this situation. I have to endure this. So, and when I give to y'all freely, especially you, I say this all the time. There's no person outside of this room that will care as much as I do. Everybody is going to have an ulterior motive for giving you information. People think, oh, it's Google. You can Google that. Okay. If you don't know what to put in the Google, it ain't free.
Mm.
Right.
If you don't know what to ask Google, it ain't free. And at the top of every Google search, it's a sponsored post.
Mhm.
Meaning, give me some money to let you know what the question you asking. Here it's free. I care about the outcome. Think about that. Your friend, even your 3 friends, you say that, man, they family. Ask yourself, do they really care about the outcome of my life? To manicure the information that they given to me. When I give you information, it's manicured. I don't have a negative interest in it. I care about the actual outcome.
Because at the end of the day, you glad it's not you, right?
And what I think is Les Brown that said that. He said, most people only care, they don't care about you. They just care that it's not them. They just glad it's not them.
Right.
I care about the outcome because guess what? I got to deal with the catastrophic outcome of whatever happens to you. Say you went through an issue with a young lady, right? If you down, then that's less of a good a relationship me and you can have, because your energy is put towards how am I trying to fix this situation with her, rather than fixing yourself, and then that will fix itself. I care about your relationships. I want them to thrive, because relationships can be a deterrent and a mask for what's really important. That's why family, what you were saying, could be dangerous at some point.
Right.
I care about the outcome of his marriage or him being a adult father, because when he down, guess what happens? Then now his family is unprotected, or he's searching for something, and now he delaying the fact that he can be a better father, a better person for himself. Mental health is crazy. He the leader of his house. It's important for me to give him the best information I can give him. When somebody else be like, yeah, it'll work out. What a workout?
How is it gonna work out?
How's it gonna work out?
What can you tell? How can you give me advice to this to work out?
Right.
So people just think it's like what I've seen is people think give it time with no type of work, it'll work out. Now that's not something that really work with me. So it'll work out. How is this gonna work out for me? What can you give me? what avenue, who can you point me to how this work out? Because if I just sit here with it, it's never gonna work.
Right. How do I get to the workout part?
Get to the
How do I get
workout
to the
point.
workout part?
Yeah, yeah. So I did a point in time where I was just dwelling. I was dwelling for a while and nothing changed. What I mean by nothing changed is I'm dwelling in a feeling. I'm dwelling in a situation on pause. Like I paused my whole life. Me doing that made the effects of it longer. So what I mean is me just sitting here, I'm never going through that storm. I'm never driving through that storm. I'm never walking through whatever it is that's bothering me. So I'm in it, delaying myself from getting to the points of working out, what it is we call working out. So that nobody ever wants to use the point of it'll work out, but you got to put the work in it to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what one thing I learned recently this year. Like you got to do something to get yourself out of it. If you sit, you're gonna dwell in it. You probably gonna die out at that point. So I got a question for y'all.
What's that?
So
Uh-oh.
We should be ready for this question.
Yeah.
how deep y'all want to get?
What you got?
Dig a shovel.
What y'all think about suffering in silence?
I think most men are suffering in silence.
Right. Have you suffered in silence?
Absolutely.
Give me a time you suffered in silence.
When it came to how I felt about my relationships with just relationships, period, and how to navigate that.
All right. Okay. And how did you work your way out of that?
I had to, like I said, it had to be intentional about getting different information input so that I can get a different output. Like I had to force that vulnerability and transparency on an effective, an effective medium.
Mhm.
So whether that's counselor or reading different books, listening to different audio books, I had to be intentional about that.
Mm.
Because nothing's gonna change by it just being me and being silent. Because I seen the effects of it being silent. The effects is that I'm lashing out, I'm using my hands to communicate, or I'm damaging myself physically, meaning that when you're in silent and something's frustrating you that much, like what they say, like internally, like you killing yourself
Right.
physically.
Yeah, I feel that. So I think I conditioned myself since a young boy to where everything I took was just, I took it in silence, and whatever the outcome of it was way lower than what the average person would expect my emotion to be towards it. What do I mean by that? So when we had talks, you'll be like, one thing I had that I didn't like about coming up with you was it was deemed to be sensitive. No, I ain't sensitive. I just trying to figure out how to express these emotions the right way. That's one thing that I was scared of, expressing how I felt, until I had to rethink about what did you mean by sensitive. So when you gave it to me, that's the part when I was like, you the way your delivery of how you was giving it, people wouldn't understand that. To the other people, they would patronize it as, oh, he don't know how to talk to you. And I'm like, now, no, I needed that because how you gave it to me, how you delivered your message versus how you gave it, you did me more a disservice, because now I got to deal with it 10 times more because I'm dealing with it now. I'm going through it. So that point of, am I sensitive or am I really figuring out how do I feel at this moment of time? So I appreciate you for that. And the reason I asked this question was suffering in silence, something that I think I did for a very, very long time. And it took a toll on my emotions, you know? So like, to give you an example, a few years back, I was robbed. Robbed at gunpoint, had 2 barrels pointed at my head. You probably could say, can any of you guys say you had a near-death experience like that?
Yes, sir.
You had a near-death experience like that?
Not like that, no. No.
And I'm in therapy too. I go 2 times a week. I'm in therapy, so me explaining the situation of having 2 barrels pointed, one in the front, one in the back, and my emotions not kicking in, like, oh, you could possibly die in this situation. You're about to die. You could possibly this be your last day. It didn't kick in like that. It was, oh, this is what it is. No hiding, nothing like that. I gave him the keys, and it was just once I realized they were driving off my vehicle, I didn't cry. The person I was with was crying. Yet still, my emotions towards what just happened still never registered. They were crying. I comfort them. First person I called wasn't the police. Wasn't even my mama. First person I called was the insurance company. So stuff like that is like, am I okay? Am I dealing with what I'm going through the right way? Do I know how to articulate my feelings to myself? So now I took all that emotion, that trauma of near-death experience. A lot of people can't say they went through a near-death experience. It's not a flex. I'm not the toughest guy. I'm not claiming to be the toughest guy, but stuff like that, just to be able to say like I didn't, no tears were shed through that. It was always trying to solve the problem. Like, how do I get my car back? How do I get this back? I'm thinking about the losses, not the loss of myself. And that was alarming to me. Like, out of everything that could be replaced, I'm not thinking about myself. That whole day, I'm grabbing, buying new phones, all that, and I never stopped to be like, you could have been here for this. I'm talking about loaded. Like, you know how the pistols be having the lever, let you know like one is in the chamber? Looking directly at that. Like, this isn't for play. Like, I'm looking at the clip up. Never to this. It hit me recently, like a few months ago, like I could have been gone. I called you that day, and I remember I called you that day. It was just casual. Hey, yeah, I got robbed. Remember that? Me being selfish, I didn't understand how that would have made you feel. Oh yeah, I got robbed. This, that, and the third. I gotta go. Remember that night?
Yeah, I do.
So I didn't give you the chance to articulate how you felt. So I left the phone. I left the call with you, and left you with that bombshell. Like, my son could have been gone. So once I apologize for that, but this is more like a me coming to realization. Like, I had some real deal fixing going on to myself just to be able to be where I am today.
Well, I don't want you to beat yourself up about that, because that can be like a fight or flight response though. Like, and to now it's trauma. Like, you thinking about like how now you've been violated. Now
Right.
you're thinking about it in a moment of violated. Like, you're actually now thinking of it in a way of like, man, I was just violated, but I could have been gone.
Right.
But in that moment, you're thinking about self-preservation. What can I do in this moment to make it home? Giving them what they ask for. What is the procedure now? Let me call the insurance company and let them know I ain't got my car no more. But not really taking a moment like, that'll wait. Let me make sure I'm cool. So now you feeling man emotions, like I just been violated. I just felt like somebody took something from me unwillingly, and I couldn't protect myself.
Right.
That's trauma, bro. So no, I don't think the average person has been in a near-death experience where they life was challenged by somebody who just wanted to take some mere possession from them. And I've been through that. And to have somebody like in my situation where it wasn't enough to just take the item, you had to challenge it to release those bullets on me. And by the God's grace, that they didn't hit me. So I understand that. So in my situation now where, oh, well, I'm going to be on the other side of this now. So I'm going to be a law-abiding citizen, and I'm going to carry, because I don't want to be in a situation where somebody do that to me again. That's a trauma response. But I'm using the law as a trauma response in a positive way.
Right.
Like, I'm going to get my license to be able to to be able to respond rather than be a sheep in that situation again. But honestly, it is a trauma response. Like, I don't want to be that vulnerable no more. I don't want to be that much of a sheep in that situation. So I do feel you, like, now you're looking back like, dang, I could have died that day. I've been there before too. Like, yeah, you could have died that day. So now what do we do to not put ourselves in those situations no more? And I applaud you for going to therapy and counseling. And I tell you all the time, I tell people all the time, like, I don't feel no type of way.
No, I don't. No. And it's like, it let me know what people's mindset is, how mature it is in the mind. Like, you going to therapy? Yeah, I'm going to therapy. I can't talk to you. You can't give me no answers. You haven't even been through half the experiences to give me an answer. So I'm gonna go somewhere they got a higher level or a higher view, top down, to give me something. They might not have a fully
Sure.
understanding of what's going on, but they can give me the emotional base of
Yeah.
where I can go, how I can spin this topic, or how I can maneuver through this feeling, or give me positive exercises to maneuver through an experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tell anybody I'm in therapy. And this therapy it's so serious to me. I cut off anything. I gotta go to
Cut it.
therapy.
Yeah, me too,
No,
bro.
no. I get up with you
When I'm getting
when
done.
I'm done. This is serious. This is for me. Like nobody else but me. So when I first got into it, oh my, I thought it was you couldn't sustain yourself to organize your own emotions. But now it's like, oh no, I need it. I need this because you're not judging me. Whatever I tell you is 100% confidential. And that was one thing with family, I never understood. I'll tell you something, and by the end of the week, everybody know.
Yeah, I don't like that.
By the end, and it's like I only told you in confidence. So now in another situation, I can't come to you. So now you broke our trust. Now you changed the dynamic of our relationship because now somebody I didn't want to know, or somebody I don't talk to, or anything like that, or it's a topic of discussion for a phone call, what I went through. So that therapy is my number one route for my own self-preservation.
Therapy big, boy. That's all I be telling my bro all the time. Like, bro, I look forward to my sessions, bro.
Highlight of the day.
Man, I be looking forward to my sessions, meaning like I can't wait to get to my sessions because it's so much stuff that be happening in an average day that I need to iron out, like emotionally, bro. We the captain of the ships. How much more ironing out do you think the captain need? Like, if they say the captain got to go down with the ship, at least he can be prepared mentally because, especially when you're dealing with women, their emotions is all over the place. So how I'm gonna navigate that, and not, and I'm learning through counseling, like, that's not your portion. I'm just supposed to be the listener and have a solution for the problem at hand. But outside of that, not absorbing someone else's issues too.
Right. Yeah.
We all go to work and, you see people get unhinged. Why am I getting unhinged about what you projecting on me? That's how you feel. And you just regurgitating, like God say, from the heart, the mouth speak. That was in your heart.
Right.
Why am I absorbing something that's you? You did that. That ain't mine.
Right. Yeah.
You at work, you're a manager.
Yeah.
Somebody mad at you because you're a manager, but the truth is you were late. Why am I going to absorb the fact that you upset when you the one that late? I didn't do that.
Yeah, that go with accountability. A lot of things. I manage over 300 people per day, and you will see I manage from anywhere from 18 to 70-year-olds that having a real wide spectrum of people and emotions. You will know that people that have the emotional intelligence, people that have the maturity level, and you'll see it in different forms of fashion. So say a situation is you late, and I got to reprimand you for that. There's no accountability. You're mad you got caught. You're not mad that this is your you negative hours. You mad that I had to come say something to you. You knew before you walked up to me that you were you knew this, and it's like I look back to myself like, man, I see. Well, I'm getting mad because I'm getting caught up. Like, no. You knew before you walked on this floor, you was in the wrong.
Yeah.
So when I had to come tell you about your wrong, now you lashing out on me. And they come to me, this is why I need therapy. I need it because I have to have that emotional barrier in myself. I had that emotional strength in myself to be able to, you're just doing X, Y, Z. I have to keep myself at a composed state. Regardless, you can assault me. You can call me out my name. You can even threaten me, and I have to stay 100% level-headed at the entire time, or I'm at risk now. So to come to somebody, I'm not gonna risk my job for somebody who don't value theirs.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? So I'll go in the car and go blow off steam right real quick. But as in this right moment, it's vital that I have myself in check at all times because these people will try you, and it's like they want you to go down with them. I've seen that too. Like they want you to suffer with them. That's what people that's in regular, in general. I'm sorry, they going through something. they're gonna put you through something to make you feel the
Yeah.
same way they did.
Yeah, I agree
Like you
with
said, take you down with them.
Take you. I'm not sinking in your ship. No. I just got me a boat to make me a yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So as I'm building this boat up, I can't let no high tides or anything come through to jeopardize what I got going on. And that's like a huge like milestone for me, because I used to get high headed whatever somebody said something to me like it was like he was coming in my manhood and my integrity and my character. So I wish that I wish somebody would say something to me. No, that ain't because they will.
They will.
They will. Like, what's stopping you from saying something to me?
Yeah,
I'm just a regular
I
person.
see what you're saying. Yeah, they will.
They will. So what's stopping you from saying, wow, I'll do X, Y, Z to you? Nothing.
Nothing.
You don't owe you to a regular person, you give respect and you receive it, right? So if we never met each other, there's nothing there that gives us respect for each other. So why would I say I wish you would? You very so much will. Like, to me, like,
Just might.
you just might. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? So in a day-to-day basis, anywhere like that, you gotta understand, like, you gotta keep yourself at a calm state at all times. So that's just a little.
And it goes back to what y'all was talking about the cruise that we're gonna go on, because y'all never been on cruises, bruh. If the analogy of the cruise ship, right, it's in water. It's more the water. If you take the water as negativity and the boat as you being you, y'all gonna experience the cruise and y'all gonna have an amazing time, as long as the water don't get inside the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you let the negativity get inside the boat, then you sink. Now you're gonna become just like them,
Right.
because the boat gonna sink.
We all are one now.
So now I'm like, don't let the outside in.
Right.
How I feel about myself should be the only thing that matter. What somebody say to me, cuss me out, bro. We drive every day. How many people cuss us out, flip us off, all kind of stuff, bro? That was you woke up on the wrong side or whatever's going on with you, and you just want to project on me, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go that way. So what about people that's close to your heart? So now it's a difference. Now people, you probably never see that person again, or you never deal with them again.
I see where you're going with that.
Or you may deal with them from a distance. Like, at that point, we get to this level and then we're done. But we get to people that's like close to your heart. How do you deal with that? The people that know they can get under that level of composure. It's a way. So how do you deal with that? What do you do? Because I'm still figuring that out myself.
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. So there's a scripture where it says, when it comes to marriage, like, deal with your wife with knowledge.
Mhm.
What do you know about this? And it goes to me, I think it goes for every person that's close to you. Deal with your wife with knowledge. Deal with your family with knowledge. Deal with your brother. Deal with your son with knowledge. What do you do? What do I know about this person based on, in lieu of what they saying or what they doing right now?
Mhm.
If you upset with me, you my son, you upset with me, and you do or say something that's out of character or out of how we respect each other, I got to deal with you based on the knowledge of what do I know about what's been going on with him, and treat him with kid gloves. Like, give him grace. Like, all right, man. That hurt, that sting, because you're doing it and I have a knowledge base and a love for you. So yeah, it hurts a bit, but I still have to deal with you in knowledge. I don't know that person that's flipping me off. So it's easy for me to just dispel that negativity.
Right.
But if my brother will say something or do something and I don't appreciate he did that, I got to deal with him in knowledge. What do I know about this person?
And you use that as grace.
And I use it as grace.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we got. Cassidy-
Recognizing the situation.
Right. So if your daughter Cassie, she do something, should you treat her the same way someone treats you if they did the same thing out in the street? No, you giving her grace because that's my daughter. Like, you going down the list in your mind real quick. Her age, her intellect, her emotional, like, I'm doing all of it. Even with my wife, even with my kids, I'm dealing with, okay, he's 25. And then it's where he at in his life. I'm doing all of that. I don't got to process all that emotion with no regular stranger.
Yeah.
I can just say, man, I ain't got time for that. I'm out. That's how.
So how long it take you to process this list for the people that's close to you?
I have to do it quickly because it happened quickly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I can potentially damage the relationship or damage what we got. We have to address respect first. if that was what was the issue, oh wait, you upset, you mad, but let's keep the respect first. You know what I'm saying? Let's respect each other first. You can be mad. We're going to address whatever the issue was. But with a regular person, I don't have to. I don't have to care about why you did what you did, why you said what you said. I can just let it go or send you to the authorities, whatever the situation was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to send you to the authorities. You do something to me.
Right.
I know the outcome, but it's a random person. I don't care. You shouldn't have did what you did.
Yeah. So we had some instances where I'll be honest, we had some instances, you and I, where it was like potentially like ruined relationships. We at arms with each other quite a few times.
Yeah, fisticuffs.
Yeah. So it's been some situations we got physical before.
Sure.
So how did you process those situations? And in one situation, it was like the most inconvenient. It was a very inconvenient. I can't
you
even
get
imagine.
physical, or was it a quick cleanup? I imagine it being a quick cleanup.
You know, I think I held my own for a slight minute. You know, I'm gonna tell you why. I think I held my own for a slight. I'm gonna tell you why. Man, listen, we're being quite transparent, right? So I feel like I had a nice round with it, but it was over quickly before I thought it was. So as I'm stepping out the vehicle, giving my first, I got him, but he didn't move. I was moved by another person, and nothing from that point I understood. Like, how did I end up down here and he didn't move? So I think I had a from what happened, I had a good go. You know, with that, for that
That would make you feel good. But
no.
anyway.
Yeah. Not saying, but that's you weren't there at the situation.
I don't have to be there. I could tell you.
Yeah. It was different. But what did you do? Because my response is gonna be different from yours. How was you able to overlook that or forgive me as such for those situations? We had some situations, but this one resonated with me because it was so much that was damaged in the midst of that, like a domino effect. What did it take for you to repair and reach out months down the line to try to reconcile?
I knew that you, my son, and you wasn't understanding, and I had to give you grace. Like you don't understand, and it's my job not to let who's gonna break this ice? It has to be me, because otherwise it'll just go. Like you don't have the data and the information that I have when it comes to how we gonna resolve this, and this is gonna be a teaching mechanism for other people you deal with and for your children coming up in times like it's like I still have to teach. I couldn't just throw you aside like a random person. And I measured that time that we was having that. I didn't treat you like a person off the street. Was it aggressive? It was, but it was less aggressive than it would have been with a random person. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's more like when you giving your child a whooping, like you don't want to break skin, you don't want to hurt them bad, you just want to let them know like I'm still in control.
Right.
It's not to harm you, it's to re-establish order.
Right.
That's all this is. It ain't because you wasn't hurt. We still went to the event and everything. Like it's still so.
Same
it's
car.
just to establish order. It's not to damage anything. But it being that situation, it with a random person, then it would have been something totally different.
Quite different.
Very different.
So how I processed that was I thought that you was always against me. And that's where it came from. I had so many inputs into what I was thinking. It was never what my own personal thought was. I was a very input person. Like what you give me, what my other side would give me, what you would give me, it was whatever that to make a formulated sense was what my output was. So he's too aggressive, or he don't never do X, Y, and Z. And I'm taking that as because I don't know where to stand on. I'm not standing on my own 10 yet. So whatever I'm thinking as family, you're gonna give me the best insight because you don't want to see me go left. When I quickly realized that it was more emotion based off to make you look bad, to make you look bad, to make you both look bad. Anybody on the other side of this spectrum look bad. I had to understand very quickly that emotions ran a lot of things in my life. So that situation, it went on for so long, I didn't know what to say. Like, what could I say? I'm a call. It was pride. It was ego. It was hurt. It was concern. All these things mixed up. Like, what am I supposed to say to this man? Like, I feel like it was broken. Like, it was situation. Like, what can I say to this situation to make this better? There's nothing. It had to be an actionable thing. So when you called me, I'll never forget. I was just leaving class, and you called me like nothing happened. And I'm like, I'm on the other side of the phone, like, is this a joke or something? Like, we talked for 45 minutes that day, leaving class. Like, but it never came up as situation happened. So then, but best believe this is the part that gets you. 2 days go past. Hey man, what you think about what just you saw it? What you think about situation that happened a couple months ago? I'm like, oh yeah, he got me. He got me. So when I was at that point, I couldn't give it to him straight any. I couldn't give him the full, because I still didn't know what was happening. I still didn't understand like what just happened or how am I feeling, because I'm getting into how I'm feeling now. So to even imagine what you were going through with me, it's like, man, I gotta give you applause, because I still don't know how you dealt with that situation. All I knew was basically you could say fight or flight in that situation. Oh, I'm right and wrong, and this input over here, like making it more as to how I was right in this situation. I was 100% wrong. You know.
I always wanted to, like, my job is to prepare you for the world that you're gonna be in, not for the world that somebody else have the idea of. I know what you're actually gonna deal with, because I actually dealt with it, and I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with people. I'm dealing with the opposite. I'm dealing with the opposite. I'm dealing with men. How do I handle my son in the world he's gonna be in? So it may seem aggressive to people who's with you, whether it's your mom, grandpa, or whoever, grandma. Like, to them it seems some way, but I'm preparing you for the world you're actually gonna be in. And when I make that call initially, I have to say to myself, treat him like a man. I can't call your antennas is already up there, because you remember the last time we was interacting, it was physical. So you already on guard. So it's my job to diffuse the situation. And now you gonna take that into your relationships. Like, I had to diffuse the situation before I can establish like right or wrong. Like, you don't want to hear that right now. We gotta establish the relationship first.
Right.
I love you. Look, what's going on? You good? You straight? So now the next time we talk or further down that conversation, hey man, this is what I didn't like. This is how I think we can move and progress forward. This is what I meant by what I said, did, or whatever. This is what I could have did better in that situation. Like, now we got to drop the egos and teach and come together now. But the initial conversation, I can't say, yeah, MF this, why you do that ain't gonna get nowhere. I'm just gonna repel you more than bring you closer.
Right. Yeah, you ain't lying about that one.
So I think, man, this is good, fellas.
What you got to say, Chris? You've been love.
Well, man, I'm just listening, soaking it up. Like I said, I just soak it up.
Okay.
I just soak it up. You know.
That's it. Just soaking it up.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can. That's how I learn.
That's it.
Yeah, we can go for hours, man.
God give you 2 ears for a reason, because He wants you to listen more than you speak. Listen. People will tell you. People will tell you how they feel. People will tell you how they feel about themselves.
You listen and learn. Like, just say like for my mom, for instance. I see how he deal with how they relationship. So I know how to deal with her. I know how to deal with it, so I don't go through what he go through with her. You know. So, just watch with his kids. Well, not even him, just anybody. I see how they deal with their kids. Or see, I got girls. See, my father-in-law. I watch how he deal with. He got a lot of girls.
Mhm.
Watch how he deal with them, and I see the success he have with them, so I know how to approach it, or the failure, so I know how to approach it. I ain't the most expressive. Sometimes that's what I don't like about myself. I'm not the most expressive. I walk off. My wife will tell you like you ain't. It's gonna take a lot to get me to go there. So and I don't like that I'm not expressive like that. She's telling me something like you ain't got no emotion. Like I got them. It's just like you don't get mad. Like for what?
Think about going to therapy.
I mean I don't know.
It's free with your insurance.
Free my insurance.
Free with your insurance.
Yeah, I don't know. I might. That's just me. Like I don't know. Like,
I wish I had your style too when it comes to stuff like that,
I
man.
don't get mad because some stuff like if I get mad, what's gonna change about it?
That's good. That's good.
If you get mad, nothing's going to change about it. That is true. That is correct. If you lash out, the change of the outcome could be you in handcuffs. That's correct.
That too. But sometimes I don't like though when I do get mad.
Mhm.
It's I'm finna break a door.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
all comes out. So
Yeah.
I don't like that either. But I don't really get mad, man. Sometimes it's pointless. I don't like giving people that energy.
Right.
You
Right.
like I don't like them. I don't want them to have that control over me that
Yeah.
you can get me to go there.
That's good.
Like I don't. So depending on what it is, I eat it. I see what it is. I see how you is, and I might not even deal with you no more. Like you ain't my type of person. You want me to go there. I don't want to go there.
Man, I need some of them traits from you, man.
I don't want to go.
But you just heard him say, I didn't say I don't get mad. I just deal with it different. But also, I do have. He just said I do have a point where there's a point of me I don't like. Because now when I do express, it may not be favorable to the person or the situation.
Right.
And that's what you're saying to him. And we've been saying like that's where therapy will help with that when you get to that spot. Like I think you've done a good job of beforehand, but now when you do get to that spot, now we got that. Now we got to fix that. Because no one's gonna judge you from the poise. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's seeing how poised you are. They only seeing what you do in response. You see what I'm saying? No one's gonna count like, oh yeah, he gave me grace 10 times. Chris didn't say nothing 10 times. They only gonna count the one time Chris blew up. That's the part. That's the bothersome part. People don't see like you was being an a-hole to me. You was projecting your emotions onto me. You was treating me unfairly. And I gave you grace and I didn't say nothing and I didn't get mad. Now you push me to the point where now I'm full. That's the only thing people see. Chris blew up. But they're not counting that. Chris was.
Yeah, that's why I sometimes don't like the phrase when someone show you who they are, believe them. Like I said, they won't like the greats. That ain't me. Only when I blew up, oh, that's the real Chris. No, that ain't me. The like you say, the 10 times before, that's me giving you a pass or letting you. But now when I blow up, I'm breaking stuff. I'm mad. I'm yelling. I'm screaming. Oh, there go the real Chris. There you go. I knew he was in there somewhere. I knew it was gonna come out. But no, that ain't me.
You got to watch the person you hang around that wanted to get you to that point.
Yeah, like I say, some people you one of them.
Mhm.
I ain't with you, Joe. I don't like that person. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be mad. I want to laugh. I want to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm silly. That's what I want to do. If I gotta get mad and get all out of character, like man, you ain't for me. You ain't for me.
Yeah, man, I admire that, man, about you, man. You definitely got some more emotional control than most, for sure. I'm still working on getting that.
But most of the time, him getting to that point ain't gonna be somebody off the street. Guess who it's gonna be? it's never gonna be a person off the street.
Yeah, because I give him a pass. I mean, unless you always just disrespectful, then you ain't got but one time. Then it's, I'm like, I ain't got time. It's too much energy. Just too much. I got too much going on to go there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody at work get me there. Now I gotta go home with this. Now I'm mad at them.
Now you taking that alone.
Now I'm taking them out on them. They ain't did nothing. She ain't did nothing but leave the bathroom light on. Nah, I'm snapping. You know,
Do you have like a emotional outlet you use, or is that the game?
it's probably the game.
Yeah. So with me, I got these little things I like doing now. So like now, I like a ducking refresher. That's one of my things that keep me cool through the day. You probably drink iced coffee, but one of the things that I learned that really keep me like at a expellence point, I found the gym. So now I work out about 4 to 5 times a week just to get that expulsion of like what I'm feeling in the day. And we've been on like this. All three of us been on like this movement of going to the gym.
Yeah.
How that's going for you?
It's going. It's going. I'm just trying to get me really right now. I just want consistency.
Mhm.
Cause I tried to go to the gym before, and you go a week or two, and then you just be like, it's so easy to say, nah, I ain't going. And I'm trying not to make no excuses. Cause my excuses always be, let me go home and get my stuff. When I go home,
You done?
I'm done.
Yo, yeah.
So now I got me a bag. Put my bag in the car. There's no reason for me to go home.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and then just health. Like I said, I got wife. I got 3 girls. Got nephews, brothers. You know, I want to see them grow. Like I want to see you when you my age. I want to see my daughter when she your age. You know, I want to see her walk across the stage and hold on.
Yeah. No, that's 100.
You want to be here, man?
No, that's 100.
Man, that's true, man. I never really ask these questions. I know it's a lot to just how you expel these type of emotions. I really this is big for me, man. This is why I say I love these type of things. Cause see, I know like we go through our different journeys all day, every day. We can't speak to
Yeah.
each other. That's why I started doing the 6 a.m. calls
Mhm.
because I need y'all. Like that I need. Little do y'all know I need y'all before I get through the day. You know,
Yeah.
because it's a lot that I know I'm about to prepare for, and you'll be already getting to it. You be just getting started. That means something to me. Like 6 a.m. calls, and I want to keep on going because when you go your way, I go my way. You go your way. There's no point. There's no telling what we go through, what we face, or we don't even know if we're gonna make it back to this point. So I know in the day I face a lot of adversity. I face a lot of mental challenges. Uh, I self-doubt, you name it. So like just to be somewhere that somebody understands what I'm going through or how I'm feeling or have even a safe place, a safe haven to be like, hey, this is where we at, to be able to talk to each other as men. Because you will try your hardest to find somebody that can relate to you, but it won't be as close or close knit or even hit home
Yeah.
to the people in this room. First, we men, we got the same bloodline. It's like we got a closer bond to understand each other,
Yeah.
closer than relative to anybody else. 'Cause like you said, apart from this room, nobody else really care.
No.
So yeah,
It just just like what he said, like when it comes to the gym, like well, just this. Like I think that we need community, one as men, as family too, but we need community to just keep going. Cause like there was a day I think this week I ain't feel like going to the gym. But because you went, I'm like,
yeah.
and then when Chris sent the message like, yeah, I went. I think you said yesterday or something you went.
Yeah,
And I'm
talked to you
like,
yesterday. Yeah.
Like you got, all right, now I gotta go.
man, now I gotta go, man.
Like I sent the video in the chat. Like,
I'm
try
like,
this out, man. Like,
man, all right, man, we gotta go, man.
gotta go.
I ain't feel like it. I'm like,
But them be the best workouts though.
yeah. So I went today. And I went that when he texts, I'm like, I ain't feel like going. So yeah, and I've had a health scare where, and I still don't know what the outcome is. You know, I've had a health scare where, like, man, I want to be here for y'all. So now it's like, let me do all I can do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, there's people that leave here and you be like, man, you could have did something, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you left for hypertension or you left for diabetes. Like you ain't no point you was like, nah, I'm gonna get this up. Nah,
Right.
I'm gonna stop smoking. Nah, I'm gonna stop drinking. Like you ain't wanna just stop for your people. You ain't wanna get better. It's people that's looking for you. So yeah, I want to be better for not only for y'all but for me too.
Right.
Quality of life. And yeah, I appreciate the 6 a.m. calls. You know, I'll be already rolling, but it's the community. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, I appreciate them too. Cause at first, it was a little annoying. Like, man, I was doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like,
yeah.
But now you look forward to them. Like, I'm
Yeah.
happy to talk to y'all. Like,
yeah.
like, you ain't-
Here you go. I mean, as soon as I sit in the chair, boom, start a
Yeah.
FaceTime call. You
Yeah,
already
you
ready.
go.
So I be like, what y'all got going on? You know?
Like, man, where you go, man, with this?
you know, it just, I mean, it's a brightener of the day.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man, it started like, man, I know he up. He's
Yeah.
still up.
I'm still up.
I'm up. I said, there's no reason. Everybody in the car, the
Yup.
truck, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Boop, how y'all fellas doing?
Yeah.
So it helped me. I was going through a real dark time, so it helped me. It gave me like a sense of comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So back to the gym point, I was on the phone with Chris earlier today. He was like, we set him up.
Huh?
Yeah.
Same as I told
Oh, man. You talking about
dips.
them dips.
Yeah, man. He went down there. He said he went down, locked his arms. He went down for one. Money.
Yeah.
Go down one more time. Oh, no.
you. Yeah, I went down for that second one. I was like,
Yeah.
hold on.
Nah,
Came back up for that third.
mm-mm.
No, hold on. Break.
Break.
Right.
I don't know how you doing. I don't know. I still ain't busting them out yet. So I got the pull-ups. That's my thing. I'll pull up. But me dipping.
Bro, I'm doing assisted pull-ups now, man.
Ah, man. Okay, so we all got a different type of.
Yeah, I can do 12 in a row of the dips, but them pull-ups, bro, I'm like, I got to use the system machine now. The system machine, because you in Planet Fitness, so you know
Yeah.
they got that you put the knees on it and you put how much weight you want to take off.
No, I don't
So if
got
I'm
that.
so say I'm 220, 230,
Mhm.
I can say, man, okay, cool. Let me not try to pull up 230. Let me take off 60 pounds. So now I'm pulling up 170.
Nah, man, I'm pulling the whole. See, I got just the older one.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you slimmer than us.
It don't make no difference. It's
Yeah,
still
it do.
hard. It's,
You try to pull up 200 and some pounds.
it's still hard. No, like next week I'm finna start putting a weight belt on.
See what I'm saying? No, I just got to get consistent with trying to do them.
No, nah, man. I'm
But see, you good with the pull-ups.
yeah.
I can do the dips. I mean, I don't know what you probably be doing good on the treadmill, bro. I can't do the treadmill.
No, I don't be.
I stay away from the treadmill and
I
stand
ain't been
master.
on the
man.
treadmill. I'm normally been doing before I started doing the dips and the pull-ups, like the lat pull down, the chest press.
Yeah.
Try to get on the plec fly.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the ones when you
Shoulder press.
machine-
Oh, yeah, shoulder
yeah.
press, shoulder press.
So I've been trying to just doing that, just trying to just get something going.
Y'all seen any results yet?
What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Seeing that wife beater look a little different.
I feel I
Yeah.
I, I feel the results before I see them. Like I just,
Yeah.
you feel better. I mean, you just feel good.
Right.
First, it wasn't nothing physical. It was more like, man, I did it.
I did it.
You know what I'm
Hardest part
saying?
is starting, man.
That was what was big for me. Like, oh, okay, I did it. I did go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my biggest thing was when I started, I wanted to be Bo Diesel by the next morning. You know,
You said by the next morning.
I wanted it by the morning. And that's why I'm like, man, I ain't seeing nothing. And the one thing that killed me was you be on Instagram, you see all these guys buffed up, ripped. I be like, and they'll tell you, oh, it only took a month to get to X, Y, Z.
Yeah, I quit looking at them. Like I see
Yeah.
them in the gym, they be
Yeah.
big weights. Like,
Yeah.
nah. But I never wanted to be cock diesel.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah,
I
yeah.
never wanted to be like that.
Mm-mm.
Like some tone, little abs, just a little shape.
Mhm.
I never wanted to be diesel. I don't know how they. Wow.
You know what my metric is? I like, I like wearing suits.
Mhm.
So it's the way the suit lay.
Right.
And I'm like, I know how I want to look. So that's my metric. Put my suit jacket, my shirt on, my shirt, my suit jacket. Like, okay, yeah, I know the metric I'm going for. How I look versus how a dude look like. I don't know what he been doing. He probably taking all this stuff and
Creatine, Artidine,
small
Motoline.
Peter.
You name it, man. I had a conversation with a guy in the gym because he saw me when I first started back in August, and I seen him again like a few weeks ago. He's like, "Man, what you been doing? What you take? What you mean? What I take?
Yeah.
Like you on the shot? No, I ain't on the shot. No. What's the shot? He's like, oh, if you don't know about the shot, you know about the shot. I'm like, okay. He said, you want any pills, anything? Like, no, I'm not on
Creatine
anything.
and all of that.
So I was like, no, only thing I take is whey protein. Like I take that because I when I didn't, I'll go work out and I'll be hurt the next morning. Can't lift my arms, so I do the whey protein. Creatine, I don't use that because it'll go anywhere. Like it'll bloat you up or it'll put you in a situation where you heavier.
Yeah, I ain't never took it.
No. So if you taking that creatine, you got to be in the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
You got to
I
be
ain't
in
got
there.
time for that.
'Cause, like-
I never like taking
No.
stuff. Like I don't like taking pills.
Me either.
Yeah.
My headache got to be bad for me to pop an Advil. Like,
Man,
Yeah,
for real.
Because I don't really believe in it, but the protein, like I have me a nice protein shake or a protein bar because I know I'm not consuming 40 grams of protein a day. I know I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I notice like, yeah, I can go. My recovery rate is way faster than, I can't lift my arms next day, so I'm back in it. I'm doing the same exercise 2 times in a row. That's why I measure it at.
Yeah.
But back to the guy, like he was toothpick when I first seen him in August. Man, I'm talking about everything. I'm like, man, he got everything. He consumes 6,000 calories a day, and I'm like, 6,000.
I ain't counting no calories. I ain't
I
doing
can't
none
count
of that.
calories, man. I'm talking
But
about
my wife, she cooked pretty good, and she can have it nice and balanced with the protein and the vegetables and all of that stuff. So, I might not get enough, but I'm getting something.
yeah, that's the only thing I want to do is I like food, man.
I like food.
So, but I mean, I do want to do better with my diet. Like he know I hate salad, but I'll eat it.
Yeah, but you struggling through it though.
just to so it can do whatever it is that it's supposed to do.
He ain't doing it for the enjoyment. He just say do what you
No,
do. Yeah, you
like,
struggling
when
through
you,
it.
when you wanna, I go to the restaurant. If it come with a salad, okay, bring the salad. Let me hurry up and so I can get to the
He
good
said
part.
he want the meat.
Yeah.
Bro, why you don't like salad?
I don't like nothing. I don't like
Dude,
nothing. I don't
man,
like
you
nothing.
something tastes
I
good
don't
with the ranch, you
like,
croissants,
I don't like ranch.
chicken. Like
So
ranch.
you eat it
I
with
don't
no,
like
you eat salad with no
Like,
sauce.
yeah.
You torturing yourself.
I know, but if you want me to eat it or not.
Caesar salad, Caesar, nothing like that. Just
No, I don't like
So you
I don't like none of that. I don't-
water.
No dressing.
No dressing.
Chopped chicken in it.
If it got some, I'll chop something in it. I'll put something in it, but like all that dressing. You
That's
put
why
some
you don't
bacon
like-
bits
Bro,
on it.
you is struggling through it,
Grass.
bro.
You got there's some salad seasoning type stuff.
Yeah, I know
sprinkle
you
on
told
it.
me about that.
Yeah, I put it on there.
I ain't tried that.
There's some little seasoning, like it's cool. A little dust on it.
What I did do,
Little
I'm
pepper.
starting, and I think I told you that before. Starting back like having less meals in a day. Like when we talking,
Yeah.
all I do is I just have my coffee at 5 when I get around to it. But I don't eat nothing while I'm at work. I wait till I get to the crib. Let the body digest whatever was going on the night before.
yeah. So with that, I'm guilty because I'm in that joint for 12, 14 hours a day.
Yeah,
Like,
see, no, that's.
I be
you-
packaged.
You need to eat something.
like,
Yeah, you need to eat
I
something.
be packaged. So it's like now what I used to do, I have a bag of chips and that. Woo. Now it's like I gotta have a lot of water and give me 2 protein bars, and that'll keep me rolling through the day. Like I'm executing the way. But I used to have Wingstop brought to the job,
Oh, crazy.
burgers, you name it. I'm struggling through the day, 6 hours in. So now I do that. I'm still burning calories. I do like 7 to 8 miles a day,
Walking.
just walking. So like when I'm already in the caloric deficit, I'm already in the caloric deficit before we even start. So I started from 225. I just weighed in. I'm 175 now. I ain't been 175 since senior year in high school. So it definitely was a big change. So that's my outlook. Like I'm never from now. I'm never letting the gym go. I can't. So now it's like maintenance now. So now you can't just like let it go. It's like a maintenance thing. Like I feel guilty.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. So, gym, my mental health when it comes to the therapy, I gotta have them both.
You gotta have them both.
I
Like
gotta have them both.
you know how you pull up to the crib like I know I ain't go to the gym today.
Man,
It was one point
Yeah.
I pulled up to the crib. I was in the walking house. Like someone was like, I walked down to the gym. I'm like, I'm here, man. When it was
Yeah.
-2 degrees, 20 degrees, I'm in front of the gym. Like, come on, let's roll. And I feel better afterwards. I get better
Yeah.
sleep. And it's like, I used to eat. So I get home 7, 8 o'clock. I used to eat after that and go to sleep. No, it was all in my face. Like it was everywhere. So it was like, nah. So I go to the gym. I feel better about what I'm about to intake.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
So now,
I'm with him though. I try to stay room, remove all the excuses. I got my bag in the car.
Mhm.
Like, what's the excuse for you not going? It's all right here.
Yeah, 'cause on my way home, I'm looking for an excuse.
Yep,
I'm
he
just
sure
waiting for
is.
somebody to call. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like I need you to run to the store. I bet.
yeah, I'll do that. I gotta do that. No, I don't got
Cool.
it. So y'all don't have the luxury of having a private gym.
Yeah, see, you got a
Right.
private gym.
I got it's like you really don't have an excuse. It's 2 minutes of walking distance from your house, and when you get there, you by yourself, so you can look crazy all you want. You can do whatever it is to get the form right.
Yeah.
You got nothing but time. It's 24 hours. You got that avenue for it. So now it ain't all the machines, but they get the job done. So I be in there.
I kind of would like that.
I would love that.
I would
Well,
love that.
I had it and I didn't utilize it.
Mm,
I think you got a little more than what I had at the place I stayed at before.
mm.
But like it had a court and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, I remember that.
But I didn't utilize it. I mean, I wish I would have now, but it is what it is. But,
Yeah, you got a half court, big gym.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'll be in there for hours, like hours. Just nobody come. Yeah, I'll be like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Film my content in there. So like, in the midst of it, I wouldn't. But I gotta be honest with y'all. In the midst of it, when I first started, it wasn't for me. Let me explain. It wasn't for me. I felt I didn't accept who I was. I didn't accept I didn't like who I was for somebody else. So I didn't like my image because it wasn't appealing to the other party.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So in the midst of that, I never got the gains I was looking for. You see what I'm saying? It never was I'm doing this for me to better myself. It was like I want to be better, to look better, to be more appealing to the other party.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it
It's
wasn't
never
for
that.
you. Yeah,
It wasn't for me.
but
In the midst of that, it got worse. Like I was going in reverse of what I was doing. So now that when I was like, you know, this is for me, this is my outlook. Week later, I'm seeing results, arms, chest, back. And I'm like, okay, I fell in love with the process. So now you will eventually, once you in the gym, your whole process of how you eat and how you function is different naturally. So like it ain't like that, oh, I'm gonna feel bad, I'm gonna eat too many. No, it's just like you don't even got that craving for it no more. Because sometimes when you feel like you're hungry, it's a mental thing. You can go a long time without eating.
Yeah.
You can go a long time without eating.
That'd be me at work.
That'd be you.
For real. Like, I mean, like when I'm working, if we busy, I go, the next thing I know, it's 2 o'clock, and I'll be like, well, I'm getting off at 4. Ain't no sense in me eating now.
Yeah.
I just eat when I get home.
right.
But on the slow day,
Yeah, sitting there.
Bored.
I get busy, say 6 to 11. Then, but oh yeah, we slow right now, you know, chill. Now I'm sitting there like, yeah, like I said, I'm bored.
Want some munchins. Want to munch on something.
Dang. Oh,
What's that? Wingstop over there?
Yeah, see you over there. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Oh,
Chick-
wait a
yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Oh, Panda. I can get me a bowl real quick. Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, what time is it? Oh, yeah, I can. Ooh, it's only 11:30. I can eat. It'd be off me by now. I can eat when I get home.
Yeah.
It'd be the board.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta try to.
Yeah. So where I'm at, they cooking it all day. They got
Do they?
Yeah, they got food trucks outside. They got
I didn't know that.
people. Yeah. They got like Harold's, Chick-fil-A trucks.
Oh yeah.
They got taco truck out there.
Oh,
They got all that. That's outside.
oh,
Now, inside they got Panda Express.
But you
now.
can't just walk out the job.
I
You
mean,
can. Clock out. Boom. Come back in.
What?
Sure you can. Yeah, it's right outside.
see,
Clock out.
they got me.
Yeah, so it's like everything outside you can smell it. So I'm on the first floor, so I can. So I was failing myself. It's lunchtime. I'm finna have this. Now it's like, man, I don't want that, man. You tripping because I'm getting to work out. I'm working out all day, really.
Yeah.
I get the cardio throughout the day walking. Like I ain't never knew walking was a big fat burner. I thought you got to run on the treadmill. I'm talking about I'm walking. You know how big the building is. That whole building, I'm walking all day.
That's a long way.
That's a long way. You can't walk that building.
And
you
it's
got
floors too.
floors. I'm on all 4 floors, back and forth all day. And you can't consume no grease in it. Think you finna run that out. You can't consume no Panda Express bowl, 2 entrees. You can't. I did it one time. I had a 15-piece Wingstop.
Dang.
Dang, people, what's wrong?
15. I only bust out 8 of them, but I was like, I'm
Dang, it's still a lot.
I'm gonna take some home. So and this is when I knew I changed. Like it had to change. I ate that and I felt
Terrible.
terrible. I'm talking about when I threw the rest out of the way. I'm like, I got changed. From that point on, did it for myself. I'm working out. So this is the biggest stocky. Like, don't let the hoodie fool y'all. Don't let the hoodie fool y'all. I'm really getting to a point where I don't want to be Jack Rip, but
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
You
Yeah.
just want to look good.
look good. You know what I'm saying? The summer gonna be crazy. I'm planning on going to Miami in April.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be ready by then.
On this family trip, when we looking good, by.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to.
But man, we got to do this. We got to do this. More often, man. I know you're pretty ways away, but yeah, we got to do this more often, man.
Man, just say the word, man. You ain't but a trip.
Yeah.
You ain't but a quarter tank of gas. I'll be.
I'm sliding through here, man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe next time you be on time.
Oh yeah,
Maybe next time you'll be on time.
I'm sliding through here. I'm content crazy right now.
Yeah.
I got good traction. Going on.
I know. I seen that. What you got? 7K on one of them joints.
Yeah, 7K on a mature me video. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get up out of here, man. This been a dope family podcast, man. And we'll see y'all in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Phone died halfway through, but it's man, my camera died. Phone died halfway through.
You got to charge it next time. You was in the car. You ain't charge it.
Man, let me show
The 3 hours it took you to get here.
Joe, I was getting good.